Okay, this is part 3. I promise. I keep getting cut off. So I look at all the residents and I think there are 30 of hundreds of thousands in Cincinnati alone who all have adult children who are dealing with this. And I'm not the only one who had to sell her house. I'm not the only one that had to do all these things. But I only feel my pain. I don't feel everyone, all the other adult children. I meet them when I'm there, but I don't feel what they're going through. I just know that sometimes my grief has been so immense because, when you have someone in your life you're so close to and, you've built something with them, and especially as a parent, I don't care what age you are, adult or not, or kid. I mean, if you have a good parent, which she has been an excellent parent, and we've had such a good thing as I've been an adult. It's hard. It sucks. I don't care if you have known the person a week or your whole life, like I have with my mom. I mean, when someone leaves your life, I felt like she had left me, but I could drive up the road and go see her and I would get mad. Have you left me or have you not left me? No, you haven't left me. You're up at this, I had to really it was very confusing for a while. But I have learned, especially this time of the year, that I think a lot of us are going through grief. Self-care is very, very important. You've got to recognize the grief that you're feeling for that person. You have to begin to grieve that relationship that was. And you have to find a new way of living. And I think most people that I've met at classes and the support group and blah, 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 they're all working on self-care. And they're all working on guilt. I mean, when she dies, it'll be a whole different kind of grief. But when she's still alive, and the thing is, I can't go to her and say, Mom, I miss you because of this situation. Mom, could you act like you did 10 years ago when things were wonderful and different? She can't. She can't change. And some people who leave our lives, a friendship, whatever it might be, they can change. They might not. But if they have hurt us and they've left us, they can change. But for anyone who's listening who has a loved one, a spouse, a parent, whatever, with this dreadful, horrific thing called Alzheimer's dementia, they can't change. They're changing for the worst, but they can't come back and they can't change. So I implore everyone at the holidays, at this time, whatever you celebrate, to have good self-care and feel the grief and feel all the feelings, because it's a part of growing. We're growing up. I have grown so much through this. I would not wish this process of grief, this intense pain of missing her. I feel this intense, the pain I have for missing my mom, and that Alzheimer's has taken her away from me. I want to punch it in the face, and there's no one to punch in the face. I can't punch Alzheimer's in the face. I want to punch it in the face. I can't. There's no one to punch. There's no one to yell at. It's like an invisible vapor that goes around, steals people's brains. And so I've had to have really good self-care when I miss her and I'm pissed off and I'm sad or I'm even whatever it might be. I have to say to myself, get a grip. Feel it. The only way through grief is to go right through the middle of it. And so if you are missing someone at this holiday season, if you are dealing with this horrific disease called Alzheimer's, just know that there is hope, that in time it does get better. And surround yourself with people who know you, and surround yourself with people who care and people who have been through it, because God knows life is too short for any of us to be suffering alone. So this is not exactly what I said in the other video, but I know it's in 3 parts, but I just want to offer hope to anyone who is missing anyone for whatever reason, that there is hope in life, hope in God. There is hope to get through the grief, the guilt, whatever it is you're going through. I know that, suicide has been such a huge deal recently in communities and in the media. And I did not get that far when I have gone through watching her change in this whole 5 years, this this whole 4 years, I mean. I did not get that far, but I did get very depressed. And thank God for my good doctor. But it's very common to just get so down about stuff. And don't let life get you down like that. You know, just work through stuff and surround yourself with people and know that, time does heal. It takes time, but it does heal. And if anyone is dealing with a chronic illness, whatever it is, Google in your area, support groups, meetings, online groups, readings, topics, whatever you can get your hands on. Get around people. I don't care how hard it is. Get around people who are going through a similar situation and know that you are not alone, that there are resources out there for you. And I pray for everyone who is experiencing Alzheimer's with someone that you love, because it's